Welcome everyone. In today's video, we'll delve into the controversy surrounding the new movie, Barbie Movie. An anti-men masterpiece? Is this film truly pushing an anti-men agenda, or are there other layers to its narrative? What are the reactions from audiences and critics alike? And how is it impacting discussions on gender representation in media? Join us as we explore these thought-provoking questions and more in this intriguing analysis. Unless you live without internet, you're probably aware that Barbie has been released. It looked to be a really fun summer blockbuster that could finally be a movie that doesn't talk down to its audience. But unfortunately, it looks like Barbie is soaked with new clear levels of wokeness, like to the point that it's unreal. But before we continue, we would like you guys to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell icon so you do not miss out on any amazing and entertaining content. Woke Barbie drowns in feminism and lectures. Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling can't save a story captured by men-hating agendas. Don't let Barbie's dreamy day-glow visuals fool you. The film runs on hate, not affection. Barbie, inspired by the Mattel toy dating back to 1959, loads men to a degree that would make a women's studies major blush. It hates the Barbie toy itself, dubbing it fascist and worse throughout the film. That's a true story. It's not an exaggeration. A teenage character actually calls Barbie a fascist. Barbie also hates women with sweet memories of the doll. Just know you supported the patriarchy all those years ago, and maybe even now. That leaves an ambitious film scattered with Weller, and last that disintegrates during a disastrous third act. Barbie introduces an intriguing concept at the beginning. A world where Barbie land coexists with our real and seemingly perfect universe. Initially amusing, the idea of toys as people loses its charm quickly. Stereotypical Barbie, portrayed with flair by Margot Robbie, unexpectedly becomes affected by emotions from the other realm. She contemplates mortality, interpreting the dreamy existence enjoyed by everyone in Barbie land, except for the male characters. The various Kens, led by Ryan Gosling, are either objectified or overlooked, mostly the latter. This super-feminist world lacks the need, desire, or empathy for the male characters, who remain blissfully unaware. When Barbie and Ken venture into the real world, everything changes. Ken discovers the concept of the patriarchy and surprisingly embraces it. The screenplay repeatedly mentions the patriarchy, and Barbie encounters rampant sexism, akin to the intensity of AMC's Mad Men on steroids. While some of this might have made sense if the story were set in the 1950s, it now challenges the idyllic image of Barbie's perfect life. The question remains, will Ken bring the patriarchy back to Barbie land? Will a movie that starts with such promise unravel before the critical third act? Regrettably, the answer to the latter is affirmative. This is unfortunate because the director and co-writer, Greta Gerwig, skillfully introduces inventive ways to bring the beloved toy franchise to life. The film includes clever references to real Barbie accessories, and even presents a humorous Fox commercial featuring a new depressed Barbie doll option. The production design shines, giving Barbie's world a solid foundation. However, Gerwig and her collaborator, Noah Baumbach, seem driven by a specific agenda that overshadows the storytelling. This is evident from the opening minutes, featuring a cringeworthy close-up of an all-female Supreme Court, emphasizing themes of feminism and empowerment, with a clear stance against the patriarchy. The movie frequently interrupts its momentum with mini-speeches, hindering the character's development. Overall, Barbie's potential is hindered by the filmmaker's obsession with pushing an agenda. Despite moments of wit and creativity, the film ultimately fails to deliver a cohesive and engaging narrative. The exploration of Barbie land alongside the real world, along with the relationships between Barbie and Ken, could have been more fulfilling if the storytelling had taken precedence over the ideological message. Moments because there's always another minutes away. It's the perfect encapsulation of woke storytelling. The agenda matters more than the narrative and mustn't be denied. This is very disturbing because it's fine if you want to push some propaganda in a movie, but that always has to be subservient to the overall narrative, to overall storytelling. They take the storytelling away, and they put their woke narrative in place of telling a story. That would be like going to a restaurant, ordering a hamburger, and getting basically a woke sandwich, a bun with a letter of paper stuck in the middle of it to say, listen, you need to read this because you're a man. Or if you're a woman, you know a man, you need to give this paper to you. You aren't in a restaurant to eat a meal. You're in a restaurant to be sold propaganda. It's very disturbing, and it's not going to change because the woke agenda is about only pushing propaganda. It doesn't care about feeding you spiritually the way that stories have done since the beginning of time. Barbie could still offer powerful points about sexism in the Western world with a less heavy-handed approach. Show, don't tell. Instead, it tells and tells until the story has nowhere to go. That leaves a final brimming with poorly choreographed fight scenes, dance numbers that make no sense, and conclusions that feel almost anti-human. Woke is antithesis, and that's why it's so disturbing to those of us who still care about being a person. This movie hates men so much it hurts. Even a key character's husband is emasculated in his fleeting screen time by both his wife and daughter. Gosling's Ken is alternately cruel and dopey, drowning in a sea of masculine cliches. The rest of the Kens appear gay and equally devoid of any inner life. Of course, we can't have so much as a flicker of romance between Robbie's Barbie and Gosling's Ken. You gross. That's not empowering after all. But I don't want you here. Robbie's Barbie flat out tells him at one point, never mind that little girls bought millions of Ken dolls so their Barbie could have a romance for the ages. You can imagine how much cultural damage this movie winds up causing and how much unhappiness, depression, and loneliness it'll cause. There's nothing wrong with girls wanting to spend time with boys and vice versa, unless you're a woke feminist trying to absolutely destroy society and have no human cares or concerns for other people, deeply depraved. A Barbie and Ken romance does not further the agenda, so it's discarded. America Ferrera, cast as a mother pining for her Barbie-infused youth, delivers a tee-hee-hee talk late in the film that gives the game away. It's a feminist creed that regurgitates everything set up until that point. It stops the movie cold. Barbie never recovers. How could it? Ferrera's daughter isn't exactly pleased to meet Barbie in real life. Or are we reading lines like this wrong? Quote, "You represent everything wrong with our culture. You destroyed the planet with your glorification of rampant consumerism, you fascist. Oh, and please buy Mattel products after seeing our new movie." How does that work with wanting to sell people toys at the same time you're telling people not to buy products? That is woke logic for you. Will Ferrell looks lost as the Mattel CEO trying to track down the runaway Barbie. Is he a cold, cunning capitalist? A man sworn to uphold the Barbie legacy? A male feminist eager to make the world a better place? And if Gerwig and Baumbach can't tell, leaving the great comic actor lurching from scene to scene in utter confusion. The only thing missing from Barbie, those blood-red Handmaid's Tale costumes. They're saving those to the sequel, most likely. Barbie's adaptation to the big screen can be considered a mixed bag, clever in some aspects but also detrimental in others. To label it as a total woke disaster might even be an understatement. It appears that woke creators tend to strip away the essence of intellectual properties, removing the narrative and replacing it with their own agenda. This pattern is evident, not only with Barbie but also with previous franchises like Marvel and Star Wars. By capitalizing on existing fan bases, they attempt to validate their own biases, leading to a divisive reception among audiences. While some may find enjoyment in the movie, it is disheartening to witness how it feeds into negative stereotypes and fosters animosity towards men. The film even tries to influence young girls to harbor hate towards boys, which can lead to confusion and unhappiness. Such an approach undermines the true essence of humanity, where appreciating and understanding one another is vital. The issue goes beyond the realm of mere toys, as Barbie represents more than just plastic figures to children. It embodies archetypes and aspirations for young minds, particularly when it comes to future relationships. People are happier when they connect and interact positively with each other. Hate and accusations of fascism only serve to breed negativity and division, in stark contrast to the genuine joy of being together. It is unfortunate to witness how the woke agenda attempts to dismantle family values and disrupt healthy male-female relationships. Such actions leave individuals feeling isolated and under the control of others. It is dismaying to see Warner Bros. Discovery release a movie that contributes to damaging culture. In the end, it is essential to consider the impact of media on our society and to encourage storytelling that fosters unity, respect, and understanding among all individuals. Barbie had the potential to be a positive and uplifting film, but it appears to have lost its way in the pursuit of a divisive agenda. Hopefully, they'll listen to some of the honest feedback about it and do a better job if they do a sequel. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Always love to see your ideas. Please be sure you are subscribed to the channel, click the bell for notifications, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you again soon with another video. And if I don't see you, I will miss you.